So it's no secret that one of my favorite niche perfume houses is actually Ex Nihilo, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ex Nihilo fragrances. So why not let me tell you guys about them and let's rank them from worst to best. Yes, people, what is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's TJ, and over here on my channel, I discuss all things fragrances and the fragrance industry. So if there's any content, anything at all that you'd like for me to create, let me know down in the comments. I'm gonna try and not make this video too long, but I quickly wanna tell you about something that happened with another niche fragrance house, one that I speak about quite a lot, because today I was out and about in London, and I've spoken highly about a bunch of their fragrances. Some of them have even gone viral, but I dropped a video recently on one of their fragrances that is not one of my favorites. I don't love it. And when I went and spoke to the guy in Harrods today, he's saying to me like, yeah, I'm kind of pissed off with the video that you posted. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, sometimes you need to say things better about a fragrance, even if you don't like it. And I was like, listen, I don't know who you deal with before or whatever, but on my channel, that's not what's gonna happen. If I don't like something, I'm gonna say it. It's as simple as that. Whether you wanna work with me in the future or not, I don't really care. So I just wanted to get it off my chest because it kind of pissed me off a little bit. But anyway, it's not about Ex Nihilo. I'm a massive fan of this house. Jordi Fernandez makes a lot of their fragrances, and you guys already know whatever Jordi Fernandez touches pretty much turns to gold. So yeah, let's rank these. And I have a slight feeling that one of these fragrances in particular, where I'm gonna put it on my list, someone or a bunch of people are gonna be mad with. Now, kicking off this list in last place is a new fragrance to my collection. This one here is called Panam Palace. This is actually a Paris exclusive, so a lot of you might not have heard of this fragrance, and I picked this up when I was in Paris at their boutique, so I'll pin a vlog of that day up there or there. And I kind of bought it because it was an exclusive. When I tried it in store, I did actually like it, but since getting back, I don't love it. And then when I was thinking about, yeah, where would I put this on the list? This one isn't better than any of the other 5 that I have, but essentially for any of you guys who haven't tried it, it is a fig fragrance. And I actually bought this because there was a guy from Dubai in the store, and when the woman sprayed it for him, he was like, I get spicy, cinnamon, peppery fragrance. And I was like, yeah, cool. That sounds like just my vibe. But in here, you got fig. I believe you got some cinnamon, which gives it a bit of sweetness. And you got some pink pepper or black pepper in there. But in the opening, it is actually solid because there is this citrus freshness in there, which I like. But again, the other 5 fragrances that I've got, this one isn't one that I'm gonna wear all that much. But if any of you guys have picked up a sample of me, because if you don't know, I do samples on my website, tjtalksense.com. If you've tried this, let me know your thoughts. But yeah, I would say 6th place is fair. And I'm trying to run through this because other times I've done ranking videos, it's like 20, 25 minutes long. I do not want that. Next, and the one that you guys are gonna be peed off about is this one. This is going in 5th place, yeah? You can already see by the lid what this one is. But this is actually Brompton Immortals Extrait. And I know people are gonna be like, yo, this guy's, I can't trust this guy no more, man. I'm unfollowing, unsubscribing. But don't get me wrong, I like the fragrance, but I do have to say, I think it is very, very overrated, very overhyped. So obviously in here, you've got saffron, you've got some spices in there. I believe there's even patchouli as well, yeah? But there's something about this. I actually sampled this a couple of times. Then when I was in Dubai, I bought from Ibrahim Al Qureshi, I bought Jamaican tobacco, which is a dupe, I think, of the EDP, not the Extrait. And when I smelled that, and again, when I smell this fragrance, all I get, and I say it to my missus all the time, when she puts her makeup on that, then she puts on like this lipstick pencil. And it's got that kind of pencil shaving, it's so hard to explain. It's almost woody and dry, pencil shaving, which is just the only thing I don't get on with in this fragrance. Other than that, it's nice. Saffron, spicy, performance is solid, projection is really good. Obviously, being a Harrods exclusive, this one comes in at like £425, which in my opinion is steep for that. I would actually go for the EDP because I don't find too much difference between these two. And yeah, I just can't get past that pencil shaving in here. And if you understand what I'm saying, let me know down below. But what I am kind of into, and I've dropped a video recently on this, is musk fragrances. And the musk in this fragrance is actually quite nice. It's quite spiky, it's quite sharp. But again, I'm wearing this, I haven't hardly used anything. If you can see in the back of the bottle there, I've actually hardly worn this one because again, compared to the other Ex Nihilo fragrances, I find them much easier to wear. I like them a little bit more. So yeah, we're gonna put Brompton Immortals Extrait in 5th place. Now the next fragrance on this list, also an exclusive, but this is a Galeries Lafayette exclusive. So yeah, you can get this one in Paris. You can even get it in Dubai. The lid looks like that on top. And I know lots of you are gonna be thinking, yeah, Scarlet Sands. It is not Scarlet Sands. This one here is actually Timeless Lovers. Picked this one up in Dubai when I bought Panam Palace or Panam Place. And just before I was leaving, a lady said to me, oh, do you want to try our other exclusive? And I was like, go on then. Shouldn't have said that because ended up spending an extra £3, but this is a beautiful rose and oud fragrance. And I know rose and oud is probably one of the most common fragrance DNAs. Ombre Nomad, Oud Satin Mood, Arabian's Tonka. There are literally so many. Rose and oud just pair together perfectly. And I always kind of associated oud and rose fragrance with like that Valentine's Day. So like a romantic scent, a bit of darkness in it, a bit of sweetness in it, a little bit floral. And this does it to a T. Again, like I mentioned, those 3 fragrances, Ombre Nomad, Oud Satin Mood, Arabian Tonka, this doesn't smell anything like it. And why I think this one is a little bit unique, and I like this one a lot, because again, I've used a lot of the juice, is the leather accord in this. The leather in this is beautiful. I feel like it makes it a little bit more masculine, a little bit more kind of, how can I say it, mysterious, a little bit sexy. And I was gonna say masculine, but no, smelling it, definitely a lady can pull this off. I think I'd find it super sexy. And obviously it matches the name, Timeless Lovers. So if you're a fan of rose fragrances, you're a fan of oud, you like leather, you like a little hint of spices, but you like that kind of textured leather, then I think Timeless Lovers is a great one to go for. And why I bought this one, I'm gonna spray it on skin. Why I bought this is because as soon as I smelt it, I knew exactly the kind of occasion that I would rock this one. So date night or dressed up when I've got a shirt on. And especially when it gets a little bit cooler coming into autumn and winter, I think I'm probably gonna rock this one out of the rest of them. I'll probably end up rocking this one the most. So we got a few left now. And the next one, is it Blue Talisman EDP? Is it Blue Talisman Extrait? Bang in the middle, I'm gonna actually put Blue Talisman Extrait. So at the time of this video, this fragrance should be launched. I think it's coming out first week of September, and I'm recording this like end of August. So this is the flanker to the very popular Ex Nihilo Blue Talisman EDP. And they were working on this one for quite some time and they didn't rush it. And I've done a separate video on this, so if you want to watch that again, pin it up there or there. And oh man, it smells even better. I don't know if this macerating thing makes a difference, but I've had it for about a month now and it smells great. So what you're gonna get, same from the EDP, is that pear. And it's so light, it's very juicy, very realistic, and that's why a lot of people love the EDP. The rest of the notes in here are very similar. So in the opening, it's even hard to distinguish the Extrait from the EDP, but where this one kind of shines is in the dry down, which obviously I can't tell from the test strip. But when you go in and test this fragrance, don't just be like, oh, 2 minutes later, oh no, it smells the same as the EDP, I won't get it. Wear it on skin, see how it dries down, because the dry down is much more intensified, and that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to keep that ambery base, that woody base, the slight hint of musk in there, make it a little bit more refined, a little bit more tuned up with what is in the EDP, and I think they've done a great job. Just because of how much I love the EDP and I like that little bit more freshness to it, that's why I love Blue Talisman EDP. That's why I'm not ranking this above the EDP. But again, the way they've crafted this one, the way they've worked on this and took their time with it, I think you guys will really appreciate this one as it dries down. I think price-wise, the EDP is actually £260 and the Extrait is gonna be £365. So it is a little bit steep, but again, test it on skin, see if you like it. And if you have tried it already or got a full bottle, let me know, do you prefer this one to the EDP? Now it's very close between 1 and 2, and I think it just comes down to time for me, yeah? But when you see the juice levels, you're gonna be like, raw. So in number 2 or second spot, I am going to give it to Ex Nihilo Scarlet Sands. Just look at the juice level. Again, I picked this fragrance up in April, yeah? And if you don't know, this is was a Dubai exclusive. And after I bought it, I went back to buy another bottle so I could decant it, and it was sold out. The next thing I'm hearing, that Harrods are releasing, what did they say, 350 bottles, yeah? Which obviously should go in like 2 or 3 weeks because of the hype behind this fragrance. It's still on the website now. So that was obviously a marketing tactic. Yeah, we're gonna sell some select few bottles in Harrods, bruv, you're selling them. Do you know what I mean? So when people saw that, they probably rushed out to go and buy it when you didn't need to, but again, that's what companies do. But this is a beautiful fragrance. I don't even need to spray this on a test strip. This is lovely. Raspberry, fruity, a little bit musky, soft, sensual, sexy, and I believe Jordi Fernandez made this obviously for Dubai and Ex Nihilo, that kind of collaboration, and he said he wanted it to, if I remember rightly, be reminiscent of the shift from daytime into the evening when you're in Dubai. So you got the beautiful blue skies and whatnot, but as it transitions into, sorry, I thought that was something coming in. As it transitioned into the nighttime when you got the lights, the city skyline, that kind of vibe, that's what he wanted to replicate, and I think he's done a great job. It smells absolutely amazing. All of my family, my mum, my brothers, my missus, they actually think this is the best Ex Nihilo fragrance, and every time they see it, they want to spray it. And again, performance is great, man. I'm doing about or getting around 8 hours on this. Projection solid. Whenever I wear it, I love it and I can always smell it. So I think this is a great scent to go for. Not sure the exact price on it, but again, I do think it's worth it. And just a quick one on Scarlet Sands. If you guys have tried MFK's, what's it called? Kirky, which is that tutti fruity kind of childlike, playful scent. Also quite sweet. Scarlet Sands is in a similar realm, but in my opinion, it's done way better. And last but not least, we don't even have to spend too much time on this, but I'm gonna spray it just because this is the one that got me into the brand of Ex Nihilo, and this is the one that I still love and still wear the most to this day. So it's only right that I put it in #1 spot. It is Blue Talisman, and I feel like the community here has been like, it's been weird basically, because people have tried this one initially and thought, oh, it's dead. I remember Ragnar saying it's whack. I remember so many creators saying this one's dead, and I was like, yo, this one's banging. You need to wear it on skin, because when I first tried it, you don't appreciate it until you got it on skin and you've worn it like 5 times. So if you try this once, go out and try it another 4 times. It is beautiful on skin. You can wear this in the high heat. You can wear this in the autumn and winter, because there are some spices in there. You do get a bit of pepper. You do get a bit of musk. There is a bit of depth in the background. I think it's a beautiful scent, and it hasn't dipped in my expectation. I bought it after spraying it in Paris like 3 or 4 years ago when it first came out, and it's one that I always reach for still till now. This is like my 3rd or 4th bottle. I've actually got another bottle unboxed in my room, so as soon as this finishes, there's no need to wait. But whenever I go on holiday, I take this one. Honestly, if you tried it and you got it and you kind of rate this one, you know what I'm talking about. But Blue Talisman EDP for me is the best fragrance that Ex Nihilo do. So that is my ranking of Ex Nihilo. You guys let me know what you think, and would you have placed Brompton and Immortals a little bit higher? And in terms of what fragrances I want to get next from them, I'm thinking the Irreverence. Oh damn, I also got Atlas Fever that I didn't even include in this list. Atlas Fever would have been kind of in the middle. I totally forgot about that until now. But Irreverence, I want to pick up. What else? I want to get Outcast Blue, the Extrait, which is absolutely amazing. And then I might even pick up Fleur Narcotique EDP for the misses, because that is beautiful. But yeah, man, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys as always, and I'll catch you in the next video. Love for the love.